Sports. It's in the game.
What is going on, guys? Snickel here, and today I have another Platinum Trophy video for you guys. Today we're going to be getting the Platinum Trophy in EA Sports PGA Tour on the PlayStation 5. No number or anything, just EA Sports PGA Tour. The last trophy that we do have to get is the ultimate prize, which is to win the FedExCup. You are going to have to play through an entire season of the PGA Tour, but you can set it up so that you don't have to play through the entirety of an event, so you can get through the season kind of fast because you do have to play all 4 rounds when you're playing through, but you are going to have to win a few of the majors and everything, and obviously the overall FedExCup. If you guys do go on to enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like, let me know your thoughts on the game down in the comments below, and consider subscribing and hitting that bell notification to stay up to date on all of my new uploads. Anyway, with all of that being said, let's get right into this video. I do live stream all my Platinum trophies over on Twitch, so if you want to follow me, there's a link for that down in the description below. I do live stream various other games as well, but I definitely live stream all my Platinums. So anyway, PGA Tour, or EA Sports PGA Tour on the PlayStation 5, this kind of, I don't want to say this kind of came out of nowhere, but PGA Tour 2K23 came out earlier, or like a few months ago, I don't want to say earlier this year, a few months ago, and then right after that came out, we heard rumbles of this game, and then we didn't really hear anything, and then all of a sudden they were going to release it, like, right when the Masters was being played, which is, I guess, pretty good marketing, but, like, I didn't even know it was coming out that early, so maybe the marketing wasn't that good. But overall, I really did enjoy the game, the mechanics of the game and everything. But the one thing I will say is I feel like the game was almost like a shell, if that makes sense, or like a tech demo, because like overall the game visually looks good, the game visually plays good. I like how there's the arcade mode, like in the old Tiger Woods games where you can control the spin and everything, and it's kind of over the top and it's not really realistic, but there's also the realistic side of it as well if you want to play that way. So I do appreciate those two sides, but what I mean by it's a shell is like it doesn't offer anything other than like playing through a PGA Tour season. Obviously, you can do like the Corn Ferry Tour and all that stuff and the amateur stuff, but it doesn't offer anything other than playing through the PGA Tour and then like your regular like stroke play, match play, and things like that. There are a few like training things or like sponsor things that you can do, but like they're not really that difficult. They're just challenges, and they're like really stupid. Like it'll be like, oh, drive your ball in the fairway 5 times and you get X, Y, and Z. So that's kind of dumb. And then the online like head-to-head is pretty cool because it does feel like you're actually like playing with somebody else and it's not just like a ghost or something. So that's pretty cool, and you do have to play that on the non-arcade mode if you are going to play it, so you can't play where you like control the spin and everything. So it'd be cool if they added that where you can play with the spin if you want to play with like friends and everything and you want to play with crazy spin and stuff. That would be pretty cool, but I just feel like it was a shell because there was nothing else that the game had to offer. Like, if you remember Rory McIlroy PGA Tour back in 2015, that game had, like, really cool challenges and things and really cool courses, and you played on, like, this game does have Wolf Creek, but, like, you played on Wolf Creek, or, like, the earlier Tiger Woods PGA Tour games had, like, challenges or really cool courses that you could play on. This game is, like, trying to go for, like, simulation, where it doesn't have, like, that fun side, and I feel like that's just an issue with gaming in general nowadays, where, like, people are trying to make games not games anymore. They're trying to make games realistic, where like gaming is gaming. Like, let's not forget that there definitely is simulation style games, and if you want to have that option, you should have that option. But also, like, games are games. They should feel like games, and to an extent, like, this game almost didn't feel like a game, or it didn't have those other like fun things that you would find to do in games. The only thing that made this game feel kind of gamey is that, like, you can, you know, tap X to like overswing power, and you can also control your spin like unrealistically. So those are the only things that I would say are like kind of gamey, but that's if you're playing on the arcade mode. But overall, I really did enjoy the game. We'll get through the list here in a second and you guys will see it, but the list is like super easy. You just need to play through the PGA Tour, one season of the PGA Tour. You don't even have to do anything in like the Corn Ferry Tour or anything, which it would have been a little more interesting if you could do that. And then also there's like no other like random trophy. Like there are random trophies, but they're like easy. It's like holing out from 100 feet, making a 50-foot putt, driving it 400 yards, making a hole in one, doing a few head-to-head things. So all in all, like the game, like from a trophy list perspective, also feels like a shell because like it's very, very like easy and like remedial trophies that like really anybody can get. There was no like thought into like doing any sort of challenges or putting like, challenge specific trophies for like certain courses. Like doing stuff like that would be cool. Like shooting a whatever 10 under at Pebble Beach on these conditions or something like that. Like there was no trophies like that. Very, very easy and like straight to the point trophies, which I guess is good, but it would have been cool to see those type of trophies to add a little bit of a challenge to the game, because I'm gonna say it doesn't really have a challenge. So here we go. We are finishing up this last event in the FedExCup, the Tour Championship. Here we shot a 61 under. Sorry, we shot a 55. So there's our trophy, the ultimate prize, and then we will also get this platinum trophy right after called GOAT. So it came out of nowhere, got it done before the new Star Wars game. But anyway, with all of that being said, let's take a look at this list. So here it is, 100% with a platinum, no DLC or anything. And as you're looking through the list here, you're going to see that there are trophies for winning the major events throughout the PGA Tour season, and then the few random trophies at the bottom for doing things like I said, making hole-in-ones, doing head-to-head events. Very, very simple things that really anybody can do as long as you know something about golf. Even if you don't know something about golf, you'll be able to get those done while you're just playing through the FedExCup naturally. Other than maybe the hole-in-one, I didn't get a hole-in-one playing naturally. I had to play some par 3 course. But anyway, here's the profile. Trophy level 578, 52%. I got 14,411 total trophies. I've got 9,677 bronze, 3,231 silver, 1,270 gold, 233 platinums, and like I said, 14,411 total trophies if you're into that numbers kind of stuff. And then here's the platinum trophy itself, GOAT. So one thing I'm going to say very quickly, if you're between this game and PGA Tour 2K23, if you're in between those two golf games, they offer very different things. This game is going to offer a more arcadey feel as you're playing the game because you can control spin and things like that, whereas PGA Tour 2K23 is going to offer you a more simulator feel when you're playing. Now, this game, you can make it feel like a simulator, so you don't have to play arcadey. The one thing that PGA Tour 2K23 has that this game doesn't have, at least from what I saw, maybe they'll add it in the future, is you can't create a course or do anything like that. So there's a whole different community side to 2K23 that this game does not have. Like I said, this game just feels like a shell of a game. If it had more interesting things, if it had like really like gamey challenges and stuff, like it didn't have any of that, and the trophy list didn't make you do any of that. So you basically just played through one season of the FedExCup, and then you tried to get a hole-in-one, and that was that. The one thing that I will say is good for the hole-in-one is if you are trying to go for that, there is a course that's specifically a par 3 course, so you can just keep playing the first hole over and over again if you want to do that, or keep playing the 9 holes over and over again, so that's pretty cool. But all in all, I did enjoy the game. So let's talk about some numbers here. So if I had to rate this platinum out of 10, I'm going to give this a 3 out of 10. The reason why I'm going to give it a 3 out of 10 is if you don't know anything about golf, you can play this on like the easiest difficulty. Like difficulty does not matter. You can put the AI on the easiest difficulty. You can play on the easiest difficulty. You can make this game as easy as you want it to in order to get the platinum. So 3 out of 10. That's that for the difficulty. Time it takes to get the platinum, you're probably talking like 20 to 30 hours. It really depends on how many, or if you're playing the rounds quick as you're playing through the PGA Tour, because you are going to have to play 4 rounds for every single event. But the caveat to that is you can play the events on a quick mode, which means that you only play like 4 to 5 holes per a round per an event. So you're only playing like, 20 holes per an event compared to playing 18 holes times 4 for the entire event. I did play the entire events for all of the majors and the FedExCup because I didn't want to lose those, and I didn't want to not get the trophy and then have to play through the entirety of the season again. So it probably took me a little longer. So I would suggest that if you're going for it, but you do have the ability to make the events shorter. It would be nice if you could also make it from like 4 rounds to 1 round if you wanted to. That would make it a little better, but I get why they wanted to keep it 4 rounds. So 3 out of 10, 20 to 30 hours, depending what you do while you're playing through. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like. Down in the description below, you'll find links to all types of stuff, my Twitter, my Twitch, all the platinums that I've gotten over the years and everything like that. So if you want to take a look at any of that and follow me and watch anything, I would greatly appreciate it. Like I said, if you guys did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like. Let me know your thoughts on the game down in the comments below, and consider subscribing for more trophy content like this if you've made it this far. Anyway, I hope to see you guys around sometime soon.